Welcome to Founders Future, a podcast powered by Closers.io, where we dive into the journeys of innovative entrepreneurs and explore the road ahead for them and their companies. I'm your host, Zach Young, and in each episode, we uncover the stories behind impactful ventures, the challenges faced along the way, and the strategies driving their future growth. Today, we're joined by Tiffany Quijano, an anxiety and divorce coach who helps women navigate life transitions, overcome anxiety, and rediscover who they are after divorce. Tiffany works with women who feel lost, overwhelmed, or disconnected after major life changes, guiding them to rebuild confidence, regain emotional stability, and step into their next chapter with clarity and self-trust. Her work is centered on helping women heal, find themselves again, and move forward with strength, purpose, and peace. Tiffany, a very, very warm welcome to Founders Future.
Oh, very much. I'm very happy to be here.
Absolutely. It's going to be a great episode. We have a lot to dive into. Before we do, I do like to start with your background though. So before becoming a coach, can you walk us through what were you doing previously and what was really your inspiration for getting into this space?
So I guess going back to early childhood, the reason I really wanted to help people is when I was like 10 years old, my mom got cancer. And I started volunteering at the spaces, and I really loved enjoying helping people, helping the other kids going through stuff. So that led me into like the helping field, and I felt it was my calling. So I then became a licensed mental health counselor. Been doing it for 18 years plus that when I wasn't licensed. Done a lot of volunteering, and throughout like a lot of my therapy, I've discovered like a lot of women that are struggling in the divorce space, and I've been there, and I know how hard it can be to rebuild your life after that, because it's like grieving the loss, of a partner, of a future that you had. And I want, to make an impact on these women and really help them to move forward and to know that they're greater than that.
Absolutely. So you've been a therapist for a very long time. When did the
Yeah.
coaching come into play? When did that start?
It just started recently, about 3 months ago, when I was like, okay, I feel like I have a calling for to really make an impact on a lot of different women, and I really support women in the field. So that's when I was like, okay, I want to shift into this, and the coaching will help me help more people than just individual therapy. So that's why I was like, okay, this is another way I can really make a bigger impact.
Absolutely. So I love to ask, because you have experience in both, the difference between therapy and coaching, right? Because there is a difference. Walk us through
There,
that difference for you.
there is. With therapy, you really go deep down into a lot of trauma, a lot of deep diving, processing a lot of things. Coaching is more like, let's get to the core problem. Let's find you, solutions right away, not, try to moving forward, not rehashing too much of the past, but knowing they've healed from some of the past issues before, they do get into the coaching program.
hmm Okay, that makes sense. So you've been doing the coaching for a couple months now, still relatively new. Walk
Yeah.
us through how you've set the program up. What does working with Tiffany look like? How you structure your work with your clients, everything like that.
Well, I like to do one-on-one coaching and group coaching so they can also have a community with other women experiencing the same thing, and they can have support from other women. um, I really think that that's really important. So I'm really trying to scale the business and, put myself out there.
Mhm. Yeah. So you mentioned one-on-one and group coaching. Are those two
Yeah.
separate offerings, or do you kind of combine them together?
I like to combine them together so they can have the one-on-one with me, so I can specifically help guide them individually, and then also have them within a group coaching.
Yeah.
But I want to integrate both into the program to make like a real big difference. And I think
Yeah.
that's the way to kind of do it, is to implement a lot of that into there. And divorced women, it's a lot, so we need support that we don't get all the time in this society, because some people get the idea that I'm a failure. I feel that the marriage, I'm not, so I don't want them to feel that way anymore.
Yeah, you get the best of both worlds with both the one-on-one, the personal, and also the group option. Just you're not alone. You're going to build friendships and bonds in there to have other people support you as well, and you get to support them. So I love that you mix both of those. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're clearly doing some very deep work here, right? This is very personal. I mean, just about probably the most personal you could
It
get.
it's very personal, and it was difficult to put my story out there, but I knew it had to be out there
Mhm.
to encourage these other women and know it's not the end.
Yeah, there is hope out there and people going through the same thing, which is what you're taking care of now. So I'm curious, because of the deep notion of the work, how long are you typically working with these women for? I got to assume it's a good amount of time.
Um, I like to see where they're at, doing that clarity call with them and seeing what kind of support they need. But, trying to set up like a 12-week program for them to go through. And then if they need extra support, I'm definitely going to be there for them and continue to help them grow and support them beyond that.
Okay, 12 weeks. That makes sense. That puts us at 3 months. Got to do a
Yeah.
little math there. 3 months. That's a good
Yeah.
amount of time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. So look into the back end of the business for a second. How are these women currently finding you to work with you?
Um, it's been a little of a challenge. Um, I have been posting on social media like Instagram and Facebook. And now I just am excited because I just created a webinar. So I'm going to be editing that and posting that to get, you know, more women to see what I do and how I can help them. So I think that's going to help get my name out there more and see that, I am truly genuine and there for you, and I genuinely care about people.
Yeah, that's huge in this day and age, especially, with the AI. AI's everywhere. There's
Um,
AI slop,
yes,
generated content.
it's everywhere,
I
and it
think like,
solve your problem.
yeah, the people who focus on the human connection side of it are
Yeah,
good people who are going to succeed.
yes.
Right. So building that human connection, the human bond, I think is so important. You mentioned social media, Instagram. Walk us through kind of like your content strategy right now. Are you doing some long form, short form, mix of both? What does that look like?
Like a mix of both. I did put like a carousel, so I'm still learning everything, but I put like a whole carousel of my whole journey through divorce so women can see that. And I've gotten followers and comments and stuff like that just to kind of getting my name out there. But
Mhm.
it's been a little difficult.
Yeah, when you're doing it all organically, it takes some time. You've only been trying to grow the Instagram for 3 months now, is that right?
Yes.
Oh, it takes time. It
Yeah,
takes time. That is for sure.
I know. It does take time. It took time when I built my therapy practice. So I know it,
Mhm.
to be patient with it and
Yeah.
just do the best I can do and show up for people.
That's all you can do. Are you utilizing any platforms other than Instagram, or is Instagram your main focus?
Well, I'm doing Facebook, and I'm gonna do some ads on Facebook so that, more women can see me out there and I can get more visibility.
Yeah, that's a big step, taking ads.
Yeah.
What was kind of the motivation there, and what got you interested in ads?
Well, I have been working with a coaching program, and I've done a lot of research around coaching. Um, and the main thing is running ads. And so I didn't ever know that before. So it's definitely a learning experience. I didn't know what ads were. And so, I figured it out, and, I have that team kind of helping me a little bit navigate where to go.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's been, it's just a journey.
That the entrepreneurial journey is quite the journey. It's up and down, right? But that's just part
Yeah.
of the process. But I got to be honest, I think you're absolutely on the right track with the ads,
Oh, thank you.
right? Organic content is great,
Yeah.
but for most people, it's going to be inconsistent.
Right. And that's what I've kind of found. And so I'm like, yeah, the way to do it is, I got to put some ads out there.
Yeah, right. You go on a podcast, you make a YouTube
Yeah.
video, you make a great Instagram post. The unfortunate thing is you have no idea how many leads that's going to generate,
Right.
right?
Exactly.
Versus when you start running your ads after a couple times of running those, hey, if I put X amount of money into ads, that's going to get me 10 booked calls, right? Seven of them are going to show up, and
Yeah.
I'll close two of them for X amount in revenue.
Yes.
Right. That's a repeatable process that you can build a sustainable real business on. It's not guesswork anymore.
Right. Exactly. And that's what I had to learn.
We all had to learn it. That is okay. We all had to learn
Yeah.
it. I just wanted to say that's the great place to be. And that takes a lot of people a lot longer to figure out. So the fact that you're only 3 months in and you're already looking to ads, I mean, that's tremendous. Some people are like 3 years in and they still don't know what ads are.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I never knew before, but getting into the space, I want to make sure I know everything about it. Like I'm very, being a therapist, I'm always very research based and I want to know the best way to go about, launching the business, how to help people, always keeping up to date with what's going on now because things are always changing.
The algorithm is always changing, that's for sure. Have you started testing any ads or is that in the new year?
That's going to be in the new year because I'm going to put my webinar out in the new year and I'm going to put it to an ad.
Oh, okay. You're going to use the ads to go to the webinar. Got it.
Yes, yeah. So
Okay.
see how that works and go
Hmm.
from there. Because, my true goal in this whole process is, it's not really money. Money's great, but it's really me, my passion of really helping people and really helping other women in this space that go through this difficult life phase. And I think, other people don't get it when they haven't gone through it and how difficult it could really be. So I just want to be able to reach more women.
Yeah. Yeah. And, either you're going to go viral or you can run ads to do
Yeah,
that, right? I mean,
right,
what's your better odds, right? So,
right.
yeah, I like that a lot. I want to ask about the webinar. I'm curious, since you're running ads to it, how long is the webinar?
The webinar is just about 20 minutes. I didn't want it to be too long because I didn't want people to lose focus. If it's too long, you're like, okay, I'm done watching it. So I'm like, I don't want to make it, too long. I want to get to what I do, how I help you, my program, where you're at, what phase, I explain everything in the webinar. I do tell my story in the webinar and how what I went through, and the different ways I can help. And I think it came out very powerful, in my opinion. I'm really proud of it.
Good. And I mean, you're totally right. All of our attention spans are just shrinking every single day.
Yeah,
So
yes, right.
20
Because I know,
minutes.
right. Because I know for me, if I scroll and I'm watching a video, and it says it's an hour long. I'm like, I don't have time to watch an hour long, video right now.
Yeah, that's like a movie these days, an hour. I know typically not, but it's
Right.
literally a movie these days. So that
Yeah.
makes sense. Very good. So you got the webinar. I'm assuming at the webinar you threw a CTA in there. Hey, book a call with me. Is that how the webinar ends up?
Yes, yeah, it's to book a call with me. And I also, another thing I did is I did create a website for, my business for Tiffany Coaching
Mhm.
too, so that I have that in place if anybody wants to go there also.
Nice. Yeah, always good to give them as many resources as possible. So 2026 is looking pretty good. You got the ads to the webinar. just trying to get as much impact as possible. I'm curious if there's any other goals you set for the business and yourself, maybe, that you're looking to achieve next year.
I know that's a big question of thinking that. I mean, I just want to grow like a thriving business to really make a big impact on women going through this. It can be a traumatic event. So
Mm.
in the new year, I just want to be able to get my name out there more, grow the business more, and really help people.
Yeah, not a better mission to have. I am curious, is the goal ever to go 100% into the coaching, or will you always be a therapist as well?
I still want to do both because I love my clients, and it's just it's gratifying work. I do love being a therapist, and I love my clients, and they all like maybe I'm a different kind of therapist, but they all have my cell phone numbers. So if they're I mean, some people say okay, boundaries, but I'm like, if you need something or you're in a dire situation, I want to be able to help you.
Mm.
So it's really I love the therapy field.
Yeah,
So I would
good.
want to do both.
Love that. Love that. It's about the impact. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Tiffany, where can the listeners find you? Where can they connect with you online?
Well, they can go to my website at tiffanycoaching.com, and they can, email me there and with questions or how I can help them where they are at in life. And that would be great to connect with all the women out there.
Perfect. So that was tiffanycoaching.com. And then I know you have the Instagram. What's your Instagram handle?
It's just at Tiffany Quijano.
Okay. Nice and easy. Love it.
Yeah.
Tiffany, pleasure having you on today. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, thank you so much. This has been wonderful, and I'm just greatly appreciative for you giving me this opportunity to really showcase my business and how I really want to make an impact on these women and help them. And that's just my passion.
It's very easy to tell. It was an honor. Thank you, Tiffany.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And that will wrap up another inspiring episode of The Founder's Future. To our listeners, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to go and connect with Tiffany on her Instagram and website. All of those links will be in the show notes and description down below. And if you are a business owner, specifically a coach, consultant, or agency owner, and you're looking to scale your business, and you really want to enhance your sales and marketing efforts, visit closers.io to hop on a call with our team and discover how we went from 0 to 30 million per year in less than 3 years. Until then, keep on climbing.